This is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. I worked with IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. I'm a national expert in IRS resolution matters. I've been on the national news a lot. Many of my subscribers have seen me and come to it. You can see all my national interviews and my team, which is more important, at 777irs.com. Today I'm going to talk to you about national tax debt relief for IRS tax debt forgiveness. What is it and how can you apply for this yourself? This national tax debt relief is really called the Offer and Compromise Program. So there's a lot of names that people try to give it. It's a fresh start. It's this program. It's this program. Most of those are all marketing gimmicks. I get so many calls on this phone about people that have been ripped off. So I'm doing this in case you want to do this yourself. I'm telling you how to do this, what to do, and cautions. So I worked this program at IRS. I was a teaching instructor for it at IRS with a pen similar to this. I used to accept offers and deny offers and compromise. So IRS came up with the program years and years ago, probably, I don't know. Well, I guess the first one, believe it or not, was Joe Lewis. You may not know him. He was a prize fighter, and he owed a lot of money, and the government settled his debt. And the program went through different shifts. Anyway, today, it's called the Offer and Compromise Program for tax debt forgiveness. If you owe a little money, you can try to do this yourself. The IRS has made this so complicated. The forms, God, the financial statement, and the six. By the way, there's two forms. Let me be clear. There's two forms you have to fill out. One, you have to download the 656 form. That's the form you actually make the offer on. The next form is the 433A financial statement. 433A OIC, I'm sorry. That's the form that IRS is the financial statement you'll give IRS to make their determination on this. If you're going to do this yourself, what you need to do is make sure your 656, the offer form, is filled out correctly, and make sure you understand the 433A OIC and what IRS is trying to do. Really the only two things IRS is looking at, I mean, there's a lot of little ancillary things, but IRS is looking at your assets, and IRS is looking at your expenses. They're looking at your income to expense ratios. What most people don't understand is when you fill out your financial statement with IRS, you put down your actual expenses. IRS takes a pen and says, we're not going to allow those. You know why? Because the Department of Trustee and the Department of Labor comes up with statistics for every single county in the United States and what the average person should be spending. Now, these are the very rich people and the very poor people, and they come up with these standards. These standards are going to be really ugly. The Department of Justice and the Bankruptcy Court uses these. IRS uses these. So they're accepted standards in the federal, pretty much in state programs. Do not submit an offer and compromise until you understand what the IRS national standard means to you. How you can just simply find that out is Google the IRS national standards for food and clothing, the IRS national standards for housing and utilities, the IRS national standards for car payments, IRS national standard for car expense. Understand that IRS is going to use their expenses they're allotting to you, not yours, and this changes the whole game. If you owe a lot of money for an offer and compromise, you'd be crazy. You owe a lot of money to the IRS. Don't even bother. Don't even bother filling the offer out yourself. You're no way you're going to get accepted. I would imagine if 5,000 people did that, one will get accepted. You really do need a professional for a large dollar case. There's so many little things involved in this. It's just I've leaked a lot of these from some of my other videos, but if you want to do it yourself, give it a shot. Make sure you document your case. Make sure you know the IRS National Standards Program. Write a cover letter. That cover letters are very, very important, and make sure you're current on all your filings. Thank you. Give me a subscription if you would. I'd appreciate it. I have a bunch of other videos out there. Thank you.